if Trump runs again, obviously, which he's already declared, don't you think he's rooting for Biden to run against him? Meaning that there's nothing, speaking of juxtaposition, the last thing that Trump wants is a young, fresh Gavin Newsom. Just like the last thing a Biden wants is a young, fresh Ron DeSantis. Like, what would be more alarming and shocking than 82-year-old Joe Biden up on stage debating young, fresh, energetic Ron DeSantis? Polarity and duality and juxtaposition would be crazy. Same thing with even a Trump and our friend Newsom. Like, don't the two of them kind of want each other?
I have my thoughts, but I'll let Tom address it.
I don't think Joe Biden would want that. I don't think Donald Trump would care. Because if you're a winner and you believe in yourself, you're like, whoever gets in the ring, I'm coming. And I think that is what you see in Donald Trump.
But Donald Trump hasn't won anything since 2016, Tom.
Yeah, but here's a question for you. Here's a question.
When Brady lost the Super Bowl to Philly, did he stop being a winner?
He didn't win for 7-8 years. The longest drought Brady had, because under Wes Welker, Wes played with him for 7 years. They never won a Super Bowl, ever.
Really?
Never. Wes Welker never won a Super Bowl. You know what Belichick called Wes Welker? One time in the conversation with him? You know who Wally Pipp is? Wally Pipp was, at the time, the greatest New York Yankees first baseman. And then he missed one game one time because of a headache. You know who replaced him for 2,200 games? Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig, okay.
So, anyways, so meaning Wes Welker was replaced by Edelman, and it was game over. It's a very epic scene everybody has to see when Belichick pulls up to what's his name and says, "Hey, do you know who Wally Pipp is?" No, he says, "You may want to look up who Wally Pipp is." Wally Pipp missed the game one time. Lou Gehrig took it over, and he says, "It looks like we just had a Wally Pipp moment right now." He whispers it to Wes Welker. But going back to it, I want you to think about this. Think about the 3 most painful events you had in your life. You don't need to say it publicly, just think about it, okay? How quickly did you recover from it? That's the question, okay? Think about the most painful, humiliating moment of your life and how quickly you recovered from it. Now, if you're emotionally there and you're thinking about that moment, the day they're raiding Mar-a-Lago, Trump is golfing. I want you to actually think about this. So imagine you get a call. Hey, Mr. Sosnick, they're raiding your place. Yeah, okay. Who? What do you mean? I called the lawyer. Call this, call that. Okay. All right. Once again, actually emotionally go there. The average person, when that happens, cancel the game. I got to go. He's like, nah, let's finish the game.
He loves golf.
It's not about he loves golf. This isn't about he loves golf. You could love basketball. You could be playing a pickup game. You know, he could be playing badminton, right?
You're saying he's unfazed?
It could be anything. It's the fact that the average person overreacts and he just moves on and he plays his game, and there isn't any game that you're going to play worse in than golf, because it's small little stress levels. The ball's going to travel one way or another. This is why, guys who are dealing with the kind of personal issues they were dealing with and winning tournaments, you sit there and you're like, how the hell can you do that at the levels that you do? So the point to your question is, I don't think he cares who he faces. I think he thinks he can beat anybody. I didn't tell you he's going to. I said that's his mindset. Mm-hmm. He thinks he can beat anybody. He thinks he is the guy to beat. And to be even a little bit more specific about it, he thinks somebody else has his job right now that doesn't deserve to have his job. In his mind, that's what he thinks. He thinks this is his job. He has to finish his term, and they took that 4 years away from him to make America great again. Whether the populace believes that or not, that's what he thinks. That's what I'm convinced he thinks. When you meet people like that, it takes very few people to understand who that person is. One of the greatest quotes of all time that I have in one of my vision boards: if a lion could speak, the world could not understand him. You can't understand the lion. The average person is impossible to understand the lion. It's not possible to understand why would Jordan be the way he was? Why would a guy who is constantly wanting to win and wants that to be the way? Why is Brady still playing? Can you imagine this year he goes through a divorce? Right after his divorce, he goes on a 3-win streak. What would the average person do that goes through a divorce? Tom Brady is taking time off for personal reasons. The average player would do that. Didn't happen with Brady. And he finished the season. Love him or hate him. This is probably the most dramatic year in his personal life. Not career, Deflategate, all this other stuff. Personal life. The guy finished the season. I don't care if he had a bad ending. The guy finished the season. There are people like that, and Trump's in that camp that he likes these types of things. He doesn't hide from it. And I know it's not what a lot of people want to say, because right now what's most popular is, trashing. By the way, the other part with this whole thing that's going on right now with Biden and Trump, they're trying to eliminate two people, okay? So if you eliminate two, take these two out. Take Biden and Trump out of the equation. Who becomes president?
You have probably...
Let's play this game. So again, eliminate Biden and Trump. Who's president?
Well, the most likely two, in terms of current playing field, would be Newsom and DeSantis. However, if people keep forgetting about Michelle Obama.
Okay, so now let me get the other one. Take Biden out, leave Trump in. Who becomes president? Let me ask the question one more time. Take Biden out. Trump is able to run. They don't do anything to Trump. But Biden is saying he's not going to run. Who becomes president?
Oh, I think Trump would beat Newsom, but he would not beat Michelle Obama.
Okay. So let's take Trump
I have
out.
to kind of handicap it.
Let's take Trump out. Biden runs. Trump is not running. Who becomes president?
DeSantis.
Wow. Like that.
Yes. I think there's just such a yearning in this country for, if you're 75 and older, thank you for your service.
Wow.
Peace out.
Okay.
I think there's such a yearning, whether you're on the left, you're on the right. There's such a major advocacy on the left and especially on the right to get Biden the hell out of there. And the same rules apply to Trump. And that's why I think there's this, Gavin Newsom has done nothing in his career. He's ruining California. Why the hell is he at the top of this list to run for the Democratic nominee? It's because he looks the part, and they're just grooming someone to take the place of Biden. For all we know about DeSantis, he's done a way better job than Gavin Newsom. But there's such a yearning in the country to be like, that's the new guy. And whether Trump wants to step out of the way or not remains to be seen. But I'll always revisit that people want these 75 octogenarians out of there.
Well, and DeSantis has his flaws. I'm saying if Biden is pushed or he pushes and he's the candidate and DeSantis, gets the nomination, I think DeSantis can beat Biden. But DeSantis himself is not a perfect candidate.
DeSantis would mop the floor with Joe Biden. Mop the floor. And sadly but true, I think Gavin Newsom would actually beat Donald Trump.
Oh, Gavin Newsom beats Donald Trump.
I think so. Yes.
When you go to Miami this weekend, go with security.
Okay, I'll do my best.
You just said that because if
I'm not a fan of Newsom in the least.
Yeah.
I just know how these
have you seen
Democratic operations work.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.